Hello YouTube, and on today's video I'm going to be showing you guys my original Xbox collection, so buckle up. I don't have a massive OG Xbox collection, but the games that I have here, I've played a bulk of them, so it's a fun collection, I think, so let's just dive right into it. So starting out with the first two games that I haven't played on original Xbox yet. They are Sneak King, which is still factory sealed, and I haven't played this. I don't know if I ever will. I ran across it at a Goodwill a couple years back for like $2, and I figured why not, but I don't know if I'll ever actually play it. I might, but who knows. And then the other one I'm actually going to play pretty soon here, I just haven't gotten around to it yet, and that's Otogi 2 Immortal Warriors? Yeah, Immortal Warriors. This is a weird game because this is like a game that was cheaper to get factory sealed. And my dog's stepping into frame. Thank you. No, Bo, don't lick me. This was a cheaper game to get factory sealed than it was to get it used, believe it or not. Like, a used copy was going for like $25, and then the sealed copy was going for $20. But yeah, I am going to play this pretty soon. I've heard it's really good. It was made by From Software. I don't know if you guys can make that out, so I've been wanting to check that out for a minute now. I just haven't gotten around to it. So moving on though, we got Oddworld, Munch's Odyssey. This is a very fun game. I very much enjoy it. I love the Oddworld series. Yeah, this is a good game. Not my favorite of the series though, but still a good game. I have Sphinx and the Cursed Mummy. This is a very good 3D platformer of the era. Kind of like Zelda, very Zelda inspired, but very fun game, great aesthetic. The only problem is like the ending to the game is like a cliffhanger, and there's never going to be a Sphinx and the Cursed Mummy 2. At least I don't think there will be. Blinks, the Time Sweeper. This is a weird game because I always wanted this game as a kid. Like, back when I was a kid, this was the reason why I wanted an original Xbox, funnily enough. I love 3D platformers, I love mascots and everything like that. But as a game, this game is not very great. It's okay. Like, it's good, but it's not as great as I hoped it would be. I never got to play it as a kid, so you gotta kind of understand that this was a long time coming for me. But yeah, so it was good, but it's not like as good as I hoped it would be. It was a little too slow. That was the problem, was the movement speed was just a little too slow. Then we have Voodoo Vince. This is another 3D platformer that Microsoft made. This is a lot better of a game than Blinks, actually. This is a really great 3D platformer. My only real complaint is that it's a little bit on the easy side, but that's fine. Very fun game, great sense of humor, really fantastic visuals for the time as well. We have Panzer Dragoon Orta. I think this is probably my favorite original Xbox game. This is such a fantastic game. Like, either this or Halo 1 and 2. This game's so great though, you guys. Just incredible visuals. Like, you have to understand this came out in the first year of the original Xbox. Like, this game is insanity. Let's see, what else is there? Just, you can play the original Panzer Dragoon from Sega Saturn, which makes it like that much better of a deal. This is such a great game, you guys. Definitely check that one out. Malice. This is a weird game because it took like 10 years to develop or something like that. And originally, like, this girl was supposed to be like Gwen Stefani. Definitely a 3D platformer of its time. I didn't particularly care for it, but I didn't think it was bad either. It's actually like considered one of the worst games of all time, but it wasn't that bad. Tomb Raider Legend. I didn't beat this. I got about 3 hours into it. I think I only had like 1 or 2 more stages left before I was done, but I really enjoyed this. This is, to me, like what Uncharted and the Tomb Raider remake should have been. Like, this is just a better package than those games to me. I really, really like this game. Breakdown. I didn't like it too much, mostly because this was like a weird first-person shooter where when you would look down, you wouldn't stay looking down, you would just auto-recenter. And I didn't like that. Things like that just really kill first-person shooters for me. We have Kingdom Under Fire Heroes. I checked reviews and everything on this before I played it, and this has like some really good reviews, like 9s and 10s and things like that. I didn't see it personally enough. I thought it was like a pretty decent game, but nothing like spectacular. And of course, my heater is going off. Sorry, you guys. Quantum Redshift. This is a fantastic 3D racing game. Kind of like a F-Zero, or what's the other one? Wipeout on PS1. Kind of like those. Really great game. Really hard though. Like, I could barely beat the first tournament hard. This is the best Oddworld game in my opinion. That's Oddworld Stranger's Wrath. This is such a fantastic game, you guys. It's a first-person shooter mixed with a 3D platformer, mixed with like all these genres that this game is just able to blend together perfectly. I really love this game. Yeah, just a great game. Mech Assault 2, Lone Wolf. Yeah, very forgettable game. This is the limited edition, even though all it comes with is some Xbox Live demo disc. But yeah, limited edition though, you guys. They're worth a ton. Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. I didn't care for it, mostly because the visuals were just awful. Like, it looked like somebody smeared Vaseline on my TV screen. It was bad. America's Army. Rise of a Soldier. This is a video game. That's all I'll say. It's a video game. Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. This is another video game. It's not good. Star Wars Obi-Wan. Kind of better than Knights of the Old Republic. Oh my god, I'm gonna get so much hate for that. Kind of better in some regards, in my opinion, at least. Just because graphically it didn't look as bad. This is actually an OG Xbox exclusive, so if you're a Star Wars fan, you might want to look into it, I guess. Kind of interesting game. Kind of not, though. Knights, Apprentice, Memorex Adventures. This is a 3D platformer that's kind of like Zelda. It was okay. My main issue with it was the jumping. There was almost like no movement? Yeah, movement. Not movement. Your jumping just felt weird, was all. It felt bad, in my opinion. Fable. I enjoyed it from what I played. I didn't beat it. I got like 4 or 5 hours into it. But I enjoyed it from what I played. I might get back into this one pretty soon, because I just recently got my Pound HD Xbox cable, so now all my OG Xbox games look fantastic. They look so good. Sudeki. This is one of the very few action RPGs on the original Xbox, this and thing. And it's okay. It has kind of it's a weird like anime aesthetic, but you can tell it's like anime aesthetic made by like Westerners, if that makes sense. Yeah, it was okay, but it wasn't anything fantastic or anything. My main issue with it was there was just some weird difficulty spikes in this game. Like, there were times where that game would just be way too easy and then just way too hard. Weird game. Grabbed by the Ghoulies. This is a beat 'em up that was made by Rare. Has, in my opinion, the first wave of Rareware games after being sold by Nintendo were pretty darn good. This is one of them. This is a pretty darn good game, in my opinion. But others disagree. I really like the art style. This game has that cel-shaded art style. Cel-shaded goodness. So yeah. Gun Valkyrie. This is a fantastic third-person shooter, I guess you would call it. Yeah, it's a third-person shooter. It has a very, very interesting control scheme. You really have to learn how to play this game. That's the thing about it. And it's a love it or hate it game, but personally, I love it. Great game. Phantom Dust. I haven't played this yet. I know it's a card battling RPG. I haven't played it yet. Looked really interesting. Just haven't gotten around to it yet. Yu-Gi-Oh! Dawn of Destiny. I love Yu-Gi-Oh! By this I mean I love Yu-Gi-Oh! Up until, I would say, probably the Z's era is when I stopped with Yu-Gi-Oh! I actually started to get back into it a couple months ago, but I stopped myself because I didn't want to fall into that money pit. But yeah, so I was trying to find games from the first set that I'd play and everything, and this seemed pretty close to it. The issue with this game is just they don't give you good cards, so duels take like 30 minutes, which sucks. And yeah, there's a ton of just tedious grinding to get the good cards. There's no way to just input cheats or anything like that. Jet Set Radio Future / Sega GT 2002. This is one of the best, like, 2-game disc things out there. Because both of these games are really good. I really like Sega GT, and I really like Jet Set Radio Future. Jet Set Radio Future, pretty fantastic game. I don't know if you guys know that. Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3. I recommend for all of you Pro Skater fans out there, get the Xbox version. The reason why is because this one runs at 480p, and has a secret level and everything. This game's amazing. I love Pro Skater 3. I think it's my favorite of the series, honestly. Dragon's Lair 3D, Return to the Lair. This is, in my opinion, the best looking game on the original Xbox or PlayStation 2 or GameCube. This game is so incredible. It runs at 1080p. It legitimately looks like a PS3 game sometimes. Like, the cell shading is so good in this game. It's kind of a weird Zelda clone, like a Zelda clone with a lot of platforming, which is weird. This is another Zelda clone, but a really fun game. My only complaint, it's really short. It's only like a 3-hour game. To be fair, to my understanding, it's like a straight remake of the original Dragon's Lair. So there's that. Cold Fear. This is a Resident Evil 4 ripoff. A really good one at that. I highly recommend you guys check this one out. Very good Halloween game right here. And then lastly, but not leastly, we have Halo. What can I say about Halo? I think it's my favorite first-person shooter. Like, I heard this or Modern Warfare 2. This game's so fantastic. I love the original Halo. The AI, still to this day, is just mind-boggling how good it is. Like, they flank you, they actively engage you, things like that. Like, the original Halo is crazy, you guys. I love this game. But yeah, so that's my original Xbox collection. Nothing crazy. So if you like this video, like it down below, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, YouTube, and peace.